It's freezing cold, but it's buyout, so our hearts are warm. We are saving horses today. We're saving as many horses as possible straight out of the slaughter pipeline. And yeah, it was 10 degrees this morning, and I think it's up to 12 now. But mostly our media team's going to be inside today because it is so cold outside. When you go inside and outside, it can put humidity on your lenses and things like that, so not so great. But the horses are here. We're going to be getting going right away. Our vet team is getting it all together. Let's save lives. Let's get right to it. And thank you guys so much for supporting the buyout rescue mission. Really appreciate it. Saving lives from slaughter is the absolute best gift we could give these horses. And it is the Christmas season, and our hearts are again warmed with the fact that we are saving lives from slaughter today. Let's get on it. Horse number 1, saved from slaughter today.
Sleeping. Sorry, this is not great. Okay. You done this as a
No microchip.
It is freezing cold outside. Thankfully for our film crew, they're going to hang out inside of the nice warm building. I'm on the outside team helping bring in horses. Sorry, helping to bring in horses and going back and forth. So I'm dressed up really warm. It's like 10 degrees this morning. We're just really grateful the horses are here. They're safe, and now their intake is going to happen. I have a lot of layers on. I think I have 5 or 6 up here, and then 3 or 4 down here. Anyway, I have a lot of layers on today because I knew I was going to freeze, and lots of layers. So, got to stay warm. So this is an 8-year-old quarter horse-ish looking gelding. He's been very calm and compliant. He's got pretty profuse nasal discharge. He has elevated lung sounds on both sides and also a little bit of some crackles. So that's not what we want to hear. He looks like a classic pneumonia, and we don't know what the etiology is yet. So we don't know what bacteria or viruses or disease is causing him to have respiratory disease, but he has respiratory disease. He also was very reactive when I palpated over his withers. So we're going to take an x-ray and see if there's anything in there that we need to know about. Good boy.
What are you trying to see there?
So we are assessing whether there are obvious injury or chronic inflammation associated with the spine. X-rays really only can image mostly bones, but we can make assessments about soft tissue structures based on the appearance of those bones. So far, everything looks great. Fractures in these vertebral processes. We also see a lot of cases of kissing spine, which is where the vertebrae are not lined up appropriately and are touching each other. And so far, just at really quick glance, this horse looks totally normal. But we have Dr. Marina, our wonderful radiologist, who's going to help review these. So I say we do all the things for him. Don't see any glaring abnormalities. So this is all looks very normal and appropriate to me. Just cut the front here. Okay, great.
So what did you mean by all the things?
Oh, we are going to scan him for a microchip. And if there's no microchip, we're going to put one in. Our microchips can check temperature, so we're also going to check his temperature today. We're going to vaccinate him against rabies, strangles, which is strep, equi, and a 5-way vaccine, which is Eastern, Western, West Nile, tetanus. It does cover some
types of EHV, but mostly just EHV respiratory disease. If you've been following the EHV outbreak, it doesn't protect against the central nervous system variety. We're gonna deworm him. And I think that's it. It's a lot of things. We know it's a lot of things, but I cost benefit analysis everything. We have no known medical history on these guys. We know quarantine is stressful. We know they've come from a very stressful environment. And we know they're gonna be in quarantine pastures with other sick animals. So vaccinating them, cost benefit analysis is much more likely to help them than it is to be an additional strain on their immune system.
So his temperature is 103.4.
Yeah, so upper end of normal is about 102, 102.5, depending on who you ask. This horse is calm and it is freezing. So 103.4 with a normal heart rate is not normal. That would be an indication of illness or abnormality. He's pouring snot, so not a surprise. We're gonna do a complete blood count on him, a CBC, to give us a baseline of which white blood cells are activated. It can help us gauge how severe an infection might be, but also how long the horse has been sick, because we know which kinds of white blood cells show up at which point. I would say, since we have a high amount of horses in quarantine, can you and Trey communicate on personality, body condition score, species, and let's try to put appropriate groups together, because we've had...
It is the last buyout of the year. It's amazing. We're so grateful for each and every person that's helped us accomplish as much as we have. We have helped hundreds and hundreds of animals and horses, and I think the number chart in our office was almost at 2,000, and we can only do that by people like you helping us. And I know that one email that came in that I saw is that we helped in just 1 month, one organization gelded 90-something stallions. And it's just amazing things like that over the year that has happened. And just pondering over this whole last year, it's been amazing. But we need your support, because we're going into 2026 hotter and heavier than ever to end horse slaughter and to stop this immense cruelty that's happening here to horses within the United States. So please support us and enjoy watching the rest of buyout intake. Yeah, you sick too?
Oh boy. We got a big draining tract on our left mandible. I know, it's okay. You're all right. Yeah. You're a good boy. You're all right. Nicole, I want to swab the discharge from the mandible and also the nose. Oh. Never had the peppermints? Here, just taste it. Yeah, did you taste it? It's good. He's thinking about it. All right.
He's more a Thanksgiving fan.
Can't we? Yeah, Thanksgiving. I know, it's okay. Yeah. Why are we acquiring still? It is stuck on acquiring for a very long time.
First horse on the rebuilt scale. And his front end weighs 380. There we go. Now we're at 850 pounds. Awesome, 850 pounds. First horse on the scale.
This very distinguished older gentleman, I aged him at 27. He could be 35. He has really bad attrition on his teeth, which means they're very worn. So I can't accurately age him, but I can confidently say he's at least over 25. He does have cataracts in both of his eyes.
I think that's a nice looking horse. I really do.
Easy. Ooh. Good boy. Yikes.
I can't see your.
Oh my goodness.
Ooh.
Look at all of this in the
How did it get
mandible.
worse? Like you
It's
think
awful.
you see the
I
worst
know.
one, and
It's
then you
awful.
get the next image, and then it's like, oh, that's the worst.
No, it's so awful. Can we take, yeah, look at this tract is running all the way from this tooth through the mandible and out the body.
You want a DP or just further down? Is that what you
I would like further down and a DP if possible. I think I got it. This poor guy. Oh my goodness. There was a little movement, but this whole mandible is. So you can see these teeth. So this one is missing and this one is pushing up into the roof of the mouth here. And then you can see this tooth looks fractured right down the middle, and this tract goes all the way down through the mandible out to the outside of the body. So you can see the draining tract down here. But this all looks like a bone has formed. This looks like a bone infection in this mandible, this poor horse. So that would be preventable with routine dental care that he didn't get. Let's try for it. Okay. All right, that's all right. I would say that was diagnostic. I'm gonna forget because it's not the number one thing in my brain, so thank you. Yikes. So here's her soft palate. This is the where the skin is running, and you can just see she's got basically no teeth left. Could we try for a DP? Yes. I need a little bit more space. Can we back her up, please? Or turn her that way. We also need a nasal swab. Ooh. That's gonna be movement. Okay, so the sweet mare behind me is about 29. She's at least 29. Just like this last one, it's really difficult to accurately age older horses. She has some severe dental attrition, so her teeth are worn basically to the level of the gums. Unlike the last horse, it looks like someone's cared for her teeth over time. So she didn't have a really severe hook wave mouth, but multiples of her teeth have furcations, which means you can see the tooth root exposure. And she has really big abnormal spacing between those teeth, which we call diastema. She's actually maintaining her weight better than some with that degree of dental pathology. So my assessment would be that somebody cared for her, provided her with care that she needed throughout her life, which is wonderful. It's just really sad that she ended up dumped in a slaughter auction. I mean, I can see, let me see if she'll just let me touch it. Hi.
I can get a lead rope as well.
Your friend is right there. That's all right. She feels like a less is more.
I think we might be able to do X-ray there.
Yeah, I think we can. Actually, this is huge.
The other horse there.
Yeah, actually, let's try it. Just as long as whomever is holding the plate is very, I just don't want to damage the equipment. Yeah,
That whole
that's
joint is
horrible.
not great.
Marina's desperately going to want another view. Can I just oblique it? Will you put the plate right back where it was? Okay, got it. So we've got partial joint collapse, but not full joint collapse, and look at all of this. Yeah. Hey, I'm sorry, Mama. This mare has about a grade 2 out of 6 heart murmur. She also has really muffled heart sounds. However, it could just be that this left front leg is making me listen at a little bit of an angle. So we grade murmurs from 1 to 6, with 6 being the most severe. So a 2 out of 6 is mild but notable.
And how does the long hair affect the stethoscope?
It doesn't really a whole lot. These are human stethoscopes, so it's kind of surprising that they work over hair. But I think just over time, your brain gets used to it. Like when I first graduated, I could not listen to anything if someone was talking my brain couldn't zone it out. So I think over time, hair has just kind of become another thing that you learn to listen through as long as you know. If I heard like a recording of a heart through a really thick winter coat, but I wasn't there with the animal, I might attribute that to muffling. But in this mare's case, she actually does have some muffling that you can hear on both sides that I don't think is attributable to her hair coat, and I haven't heard on other horses this morning with similar kinds of coats.
Go with your friend, buddy. Woo. What was that? Little mule.
We just really want the treats. We're just very excited about the treats. Okay. Everybody watch your hands if you give the treats. Moving, hi, this friend forward to the slats so I can do a better exam. Okay. But if possible, if we could stop before we go, okay, that's closed. Here. Whoop, 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 whoop. Okay, you're all right. There we go. Let's just stay right there. Yeah. Good job. This is a male. I don't see testicles. Hi, you're very cute. You got the cataracts? You an old man? Yeah. Good boy. Okay, 21 maybe. I gotta look better and on the other side too. Hi, I'm just gonna listen, okay? No, that's not good behavior. You may not do that, okay? Please don't do that. Let's do 0.8 to 1 of I am dorm. Yeah, I know. You can be a good boy. You don't like it. You gotta look at those toofses. Are you gonna kick me if I try to palpate back there? Oh, you good boy. Yeah, he's got a scar. Okay. Okay, I'm sorry. Yeah, he's got a big scar. Ready? Yep. Ugh. Okay. I need a DP. We might be fixable. We definitely need a dental. Okay. I just need his head to move back over. Okay, ready? What?
Why does that look so weird?
It's obliqued. It's obliqued, but it does look uneven left to right. Let's put him down for dental. Let's see what his EACTH says. And let's see what his dental says. I need to palpate feet and make sure we don't have pulses. And as long as we don't, then let's do all the things. Good boy. Can I touch over here? You're being a very good boy. I don't feel pulses. However, how would you feel about adding at least one side foot rads? That was not, wait, no rotation. I think we're okay to not do the other side.
This little guy's getting everything.
Super cute little mini mule. He's a little bit spicy. He's about 20, 21 years old. He had really overgrown feet, but his foot radiographs look great. So we have him down for ASAP farrier care. He had some big fatty deposits on his neck and above his tail head, which makes us worry about metabolic disease. So we pulled blood to check his EACTH levels, which is something we can do here at Horse Plus. And I put him down for a dental, but I'm gonna have our radiologist review his dental x-rays first because I'm not sure that he needs anything done with his teeth. So he's stable for now. He got his vaccines and he is gonna get turned out. And he was already gelded.
Sometimes they just don't want to go down the chute onto the scale.
Hi, it's all right. I'm confirming that somebody got photos of him.
There's
Okay.
photos of all three.
Okay. Yeah, he's very handsome. He would be perfect in a nativity play.
It's a little Christmas donkey.
It's got like almost a V-shaped wear
Oh, yeah.
on the sides. He's under 10 for sure, but I mean, he could be like 9 or he could be 4. Abnormal wear, and while he's under anesthesia, let's look in his whole mouth and see if you have a microchip. I'm sure you don't. Good boy. Okay, is this gonna be scary? Good boy. Oh, you're so sweet. That hair is like not happening. I'm not nearly as good at it in the winter when we have hair. Good boy. Okay.
Donkey's getting all of his
Other
pokes.
side. You're a good boy. Does that taste bad? Okay, I'll hold this while you guys close that overhead. Face. Okay. You also have really worn teeth. Like no, you guys see this?
Oh dear.
I'm gonna go with 10, but that is a total absolute guess. Can I touch your foot? I'm not gonna hurt you. No? Okay. Okay. Hi. You can say hi. You're a good boy.
I sure hope none of these guys get the donkey disease.
Yeah, so we confirmed that the donkey disease is equine influenza, which is included in our vaccination protocol.
Uh-huh.
So hopefully we are reducing our risk by immediately vaccinating these guys. All right, sweet sir. I think that was everything I needed on him. Let me triple check his page. You're all right.
All righty, he's all done, heading out to be with the other one. He is a jack donkey, and he does need to be castrated, but Donkey number 3 so far.
Okay.
All right, this cute little guy weighs 315. Oh, donkey's turning around. Trey's trying to get the halter on him. Probably be the first time this donkey's ever had a halter on. There he is.
Unsurprisingly, nobody put a microchip in you. Okay, honey. I gotta see your toothsies too. No, okay. Yeah, if we could get forward, that would be great. Yikes, that was a bad sound. All baby teeth, so I'm gonna call him 2. Good boy. Good boy. Okay.
All right, here we go.
Okay. Good job. Oh boy, this is really on there. Good job. Sorry, Liz, I know I'm in the way. Discharge. I'm just gonna check you for a microchip, okay? It's all right. Okay, no microchip. Debunk your eyeball. I keep generating static electricity with my layers of clothes, and I don't want to shock them, you know. Good girl.
Okay, so why are you laying your head on the horse?
I don't have a stethoscope right now.
Oh.
So I'm irresponsible and left my stethoscope on my desk. And I've been using Nicole's stethoscope all morning, and then Nicole needed her stethoscope. So obviously, I'm going to recheck this horse multiple times, but I could hear severe lung sounds and or palpate a murmur if it was bad enough. So obviously, I will follow up and be more thorough later, but nobody wants the worms. You're a good girl. You're being a very good girl. Good girl. Yeah. This little mare, I aged about 6. She didn't want to be caught, but once we got her caught, she's been really, really good and calm for being so young. She has some really overgrown feet. We did observe her coughing outside, but she doesn't have any active nasal discharge. She does have kind of a crusty nose. She's got a little tiny wound that's almost fully healed above her right eye. And other than those things, I didn't have any major health concerns about her. Her heart and lungs sound great. We dewormed her. She got her vaccinations and a microchip, and she is going to get to go out and decompress. She just looked like she was chewing a little bit abnormally, so I want to make sure there's nothing abnormal with her teeth that needs urgent attention. Any horse over 10 that gets adopted out, I do a full dental on, but I don't want to make the assumption that she can wait to have a dental. Yikes! That's why we take radiographs, because these teeth should be like this, and instead they're like this. That's a severe hook and wave mouth. And you can see this is up into the soft palate at the top.
There's like no teeth back
And down
here.
here. Yeah. Could we try for a DP? Poor lady. Yep, that is no bueno. Yeah, so this whole arcade right here, this is the upper on both sides. It's a little bit hard because we're shooting through, so we're seeing both the bottom and the upper teeth, right? But this tooth, this tooth, this tooth, this tooth, and this tooth are all abnormal. And see where you can see like part of the tooth is there, but the other part isn't there. So that indicates that it's fractured off. Same thing over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's only 5 teeth there and they're all abnormal. So this poor mare, she basically doesn't have any normal occlusal surface. These two might be grinding a little bit right there, but these don't grind and none of these grind. So this explains why she looks painful when she's eating. Girl. Hey. You all right? Good girl. Okay, she has a brand. You're okay. Good girl. Got a little bit of some conjunctivitis, huh? Good job. Is this gonna be scary? You wanna see it? Oh, yes. We upped our clipper power over lunch.
Okay, so
Still
this is
bogged
just
down.
a kind of off the topic question. Are there
Sure.
actually good clippers someone could donate that would just
Yes.
always work?
So the answer to always working is no, but actually these ones I really, really like. These are only like 17 bucks. These are on our wish list and people donate them.
Okay.
These clippers, I don't know why they work so well. They really do work very, very well up until they don't. And then they're so inexpensive that we just throw them away. So
Okay,
what
so-
happens is these are dirty horses with thick winter hair coats and they just get bogged down. But yeah, on our wish list are these clippers and we always appreciate it when people donate them because we use them a lot.
So Amazon wish list, and you
Yeah.
can donate clippers and see them on
And
film
also
getting
treats.
used.
We're really low on treats.
Oh, we need treats on our Amazon wish list too.
I may
folks.
be overboard on the treats, but I feel like all of these horses deserve all the delicious treats.
Absolutely.
I really like the German horse muffins, which I know are really expensive, but I feel like these horses deserve the deliciousness. Oh yeah, the dimples are really good because we can put their meds in. Okay, so 8J691.
8J691.
8J691. Nicole, do you mind getting a picture of this so we can put it in her Coggins? Easy.
This horse is so much taller than horses we normally get here. And,
You got a heart murmur, Mama.
uh-oh.
Who wants to hear a fun one? There's a third sound. So normally we just hear lub dub. And in this horse, we hear da 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 da, almost as loud on all 3 sounds. But sometimes those are benign.
Benign meaning.
Yeah, I hear it. It's like 3
Yeah.
hours.
Yeah, benign meaning not causing harm of clinical significance.
Okay.
So sometimes the heart sounds different, but it's not associated with any issues. So I always care, right? But there are horses that have abnormal heart sounds that live long, healthy lives. They can be athletes. I'm not a cardiologist, so my job is to document what I hear and then look at differentials. And I'm just gonna put this horse down for a cardiac ultrasound because that's gonna tell us way more about the function of the heart itself. You're okay, big girl. Come on, Mama.
Now we're going to see how much she weighs.
Whoop.
And we're at
Right.
1175. 1,175 basically.
You good girl. Good job.
Good horse.
Good job, big girl.
Donkeys over to Q4.
Well, we have another, we have like 8 more donkeys.
I know.
It's not ideal. Hi, sweet thing. You're okay. I know. Don't get your snout on tray, please. Yeah, I think we need to take dental rads, so I'll sedate her. 277. This horse.
Getting ready to take some x-rays.
Trey, nailed it. Good job. Whoop. Whoop. Looks like she's got some attrition and a lot of diastema, but I need the orthogonal view. Ooh. So this one is not as straightforward as some of the last ones because the pathology isn't as severe, but if you look at the angling of these teeth and see how this one has a triangular gap right there, so we'd call that a diastema. And then also if we look at this line right here, our soft tissue structures kind of run right about here. So I don't have an age on this mare yet because she wouldn't let us look in her mouth, but I think that she's older based on this radiograph. Call you a girl, I haven't even looked to see. Oh yeah, 28. You have such a baby face. Okay. Good girl. Yeah, she's a real good girl. Whoop. Good job, Mama. Good girl. Yeah. Skinny. Good girl. You're so pretty. Oh. Okay. She's about 16. You know what that is? Oh, Flash would die for that. No. Liz, is there any chance you're available to step in as a horse handler for us? Sweet. Got rain rot.
Oh, you finally got a horse to eat your treat.
Your heart sounds great. That's good. Good girl. Very good. Awesome. Sure, yeah, she's very sweet. I aged this mare about 16. She's fluffy, so you can't see how skinny she is, but she's very skinny. See my finger? These bones are very prominent. So she's actually quite thin. I can feel all her ribs, and she's got some really severe rain rot. But other than the rain rot and the low body condition score, her physical exam was otherwise normal. So that's awesome. She did come in with this group of a lot of other really sick horses. So we put everything in quarantine for 30 days for a reason. She's gonna go ahead and get dewormed and get some vaccines and decompress for 30 days, but everything sounds good. She's very sweet. She was very easy to catch. You're a good girl. Okay. Yes. Okay. Sarah. Obviously, I don't think we should put her in the 10-acre by herself. But hopefully we get at least one other one that's easy to catch.
All right, so Liz has these little candies from Christmas that she's trying to give the horses. So far, what, exactly one has eaten one?
Yeah, and when
Two have actually eaten the candy. All right, so let's see if this horse will eat a candy.
Okay, we know what that is.
I know the light's going.
Number 3, down the hatch. So what is the concern with this horse?
This horse appears to be very old and wasn't eating. And when, I haven't actually checked to see if this is a mare gelding yet, when he or she was eating, there was a lot of quitting, dropping food. And also, this horse does not want me to examine his or her mouth. It's gonna be too much movement. Yikes!
He looks pretty old.
Yeah, so again, this is what we call a severe hook wave mouth. These teeth should be a nice straight line, and these teeth should be a nice straight line. And you can see it's worn to the gums here, and then we go all the way up to the gums here and back down. So that's a severely abnormal. This horse did not receive appropriate dental care for years. I'm not sure how well lined up I was with you. So that is wildly abnormal. Almost looks like this horse has like a abscess below these tooth roots. See where these roots would come in all of this black? That is abnormal also. So major severe end stage dental disease. Oh, we got a heart murmur. Your GI tract not working super well? Oh my goodness, it's so sweet. Wonder if you're deaf. You want to try any of these treats? There's no catch. Oh, he's so tragic. Oh, huh. You have testicles like everybody else, because of course you do. You don't want to try this? You look like you feel terrible. Oh, your baby.
Really?
Yeah. The 3.5 teeth are just coming in.
It's not baby. Yeah, but like he's not like.
I call anything under 5 a baby horse, just because their brains are like not mature. You're being very good. You do not have digital pulses, but his feet are very neglected. So I don't think rads would be a bad idea.
And what are you putting on Donkey's ears?
This is a product for wounds that I really like. It's antimicrobial, antifungal, has zinc oxide in it. It's just kind of a gentle wound ointment. And look at this poor donkey's ears. I think this is all UV damage, honestly. To be more thorough, we would clip, but I think clipping would be really painful for him at this point. So I'm just trying to protect and treat infection in there. Yeah, he has it all the places. You're gonna hate this, and I'm sorry. You're being a real good boy. You gonna rub this all over Sydney now? Because I'm impatient? I know. Thank you for being such a good boy. I'm sorry you don't feel well.
What's the?
Sorry. It said it was ready, and then it said it wasn't ready. It's not normal, but it's also a donkey foot, and there's no sign of clinical disease, so. I think he can go with the rest of the donkeys. I just don't want him in a field with 20 other horses.
No, the horses and donkeys are going to be separated.
Did we get him equiax?
Not yet.
Okay.
This little guy is not impressed with everything that's happening to him. He thought the wormer tasted disgusting, and now they're poking him. And put goop all over his ears. But he's super sweet, so hopefully he stays healthy. A lot of donkeys in the slaughter pipeline get super sick, but fingers crossed, if you want a donkey, this little donkey is amazing.
This super adorable, really sad looking donkey is about 3.5 years old. He's just getting his adult teeth in, so that's a pretty accurate age. He has some severe dermatitis, kind of like ulcerative dermatitis that looks like it's from UV exposure because he's white. Sometimes all white animals can have visual or hearing deficits, and this little guy can see and hear, so that's great. We put some ointment on his wounds. We did take some x-rays of his feet because they're pretty neglected, and we worry about donkeys and metabolic disease in founder. He has a little bit of abnormality on the tips of his coffin bones, but I don't see significant rotation. He sounded a walk. So we have him down to be castrated, to have his wounds treated again. He's going to need multiple treatments on those ears. And we're going to run some blood work on him. He just acts like he doesn't feel great. That's not a very scientific assessment, but he just kind of stands hunched out in the field, kind of away from friends. So something's going on with him, but his blood work hopefully will tell us more, and we won't schedule him to be castrated until he's all the way better and a good candidate for anesthesia. Take the snacks. Are you scared of the clippers?
No, I just.
Okay, yeah, let's not eat them. We got to see what's going on down here, okay? That's a nice representative. Thank you very much. Mmm, delicious. Good job. Look at your beautiful eyeball. I know. It's so bad. It's okay. I know. We were not super lined up. Like there's just, where are the teeth? You're okay. I know it's scary. Where are my dots? Can you put your head down? My arms don't go any further up. I don't know why my focal point dots never showed up. This horse has no teeth.
Well, let's take that leg so you can see the drainage.
Okay. Why? Why do people take their old horses that have been wonderful their whole lives and just dump them? It feels really unfair. Hold. I'm impressed that you stood that still. I'm going to try plate in the same location, and I'll shoot a little straighter. But this is a long exposure shot. We've definitely got bony roughening. Osteoarthritis in a joint in very close proximity to the draining tract. Yeah, those teeth are awful. Oh yeah, we no longer have any Galvani's root. Just a completely smooth tooth. Hey, can I see? You're so sweet. I know, that was sneaky of me to do the cookies. Yeah, it's just totally smooth. See that on that incisor? There's no groove at all on the whole tooth. It's smooth all the way down. So 30 plus. Hi. Hi. Did you see that? Her muzzle is... You don't like that? Or does that hurt? You don't like the people, huh? Good girl. Good job, Mama. Very good. Good girl. Thank you. Good girl. Okay. It's like maybe 16. No, hands are just bad. Okay. She's super reactive around her head and has a halter stuck on. So it is possible that she just had some kind of trauma on that side of her face. I'm not as worried, like if it is EPM, I'm not as worried about its infectiousness like a herpes viral. Let's at least microchip and deworm her before we take her out, just in case if she's sound and she is not catchable. Let's at least, oh, I need to get her blood too. Let's get those things first. This little mare is about 16 years old. One thing that we right away noted is that her lip is droopier on one side of her face than the other side, so that's not normal. She's visual in both eyes, but she's got some visual deficits, so she has a delayed response on both sides. She's very, very head shy. She has a pretty typical trauma response. You can tell she wants to connect, but she's very fearful of people, especially up by her head. She had a broken off piece of a lead rope on her halter, and she also has wounds kind of over her throat latch and down her neck on the same side that she has the lip droop on. So we take neurologic disease very seriously. And one of the indications of neurologic disease, a problem in your central nervous system, would be a unilateral droopiness. So one of the top differentials is EPM, equine protozoal myelencephalitis or myelencephalopathy. It's a protozoal disease, so you can treat it with anti-protozoa, but if you don't catch it early, sometimes it has a really poor outcome. But in this mare's case, trauma, an accident that affected the nerves kind of up in her head is also possible. And one thing that can cause that is severe pressure from a halter. So I don't know what the case is with her. We're gonna see if she will let Trey walk her around so I can do more of a neurologic exam. Doing a thorough neuro exam requires being able to put your hands on and manipulate their legs. And this mare has made it very clear that she does not trust people. She's actually been really respectful with me, but you can when you touch her, she immediately is like, I do not want you to touch me, but she's letting us do it anyway. So you can tell she's had a really tough time with people. So I'm gonna go ahead and give her dewormer and her vaccines, and then we're gonna try to do those tests so that we don't have to catch her back in again for her shots again. And the other way would be great. Good. Good, that was normal. Okay, will you stop for just 1 second? So it's almost 3 p.m. on buyout day, and our team has been really efficient this morning. We have about 7 or 8 donkeys left, and thankfully, at least visually, we've prioritized the ones that seem to be in the most significant need of medical care first. So I'm hopeful. We have a ton of donkeys to castrate. I have a whole pasture of things with testicles right now. So hopefully that will all go well. We had some tough cases today. If you want to see me communicating. I didn't talk a lot today. If you want to see me communicate all of the findings from our x-rays and the exams from today, we do a separate debriefing video on these days. So definitely watch that if you want a breakdown of everything that we saw. And I think we're going to have time to run blood work before that. So that gives us more information. So a couple more donkeys, and then we'll call it quits for today. And then we have a long day of paperwork and processing and stuff tomorrow.
All right, everyone, you just heard Dr. Lydia. They've just got a few more donkeys to go. I've got to get editing. I've got to get this out to you this evening. And it has been a really good buyout. We rescued so many precious lives from the slaughter pipeline, 24 in total today. And thank you so much for donating, making that possible. It seemed like, Dr. Lydia said, she didn't talk much. I didn't talk much. I think everybody was maybe not cold, just kind of feeling the 10 degrees this morning. It warmed up to freezing, so that was nice. But yeah, they're back there taking care of the donkey. There's some more donkeys outside, but I've got to go get this edited for you. So I'm going to be out of here, but thank you guys again, and Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. We're running down season 6 of Horse Shelter Heroes. Season 7 is starting up in January, first week of January, and I am so excited. We have big plans, big changes, new people. Can't wait to share it all with you. So thank you guys so much.